Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. Okay, a couple of videos. First, we have Star Citizen behind the ships for the Aegis Idris-P. Um, I actually started doing a video for Star Citizen last night as it was the first night, whatever, of Invictus, but I was just tired, so I was kind of crapping out. Plus, my computer was acting terrible. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this. And I like the behind the ships things. I mean, it's actually I think it was 9 minutes. Wow. Okay. And of course the actual in-game like commercial trailers. But let's see what CIG has to say about the Idris.
What is the Idris?
Good
It's a
question.
big bloody spaceship. The Aegis for me was almost like the second stepping stone of 100% belief that we could make this project a reality. We took the concept off Ryan Church many, many years ago. I think it was one of the first ones that got developed for the game. Huge undertaking across the board. And when I first saw that taking off in that demo with the crew on board, it was a true sort of like, okay, we can do this, we can deliver on the promise that Chris had envisioned, several years before.
The Idris is a frigate used by the UAE Navy, but it was also available to civilians in a sort of wide range of specifications.
It's one of the more sought after ships that people have wanted to use in the universe for just one of the longest times at this point.
Yeah, one of the many ships
crew
that's been
and provisions
delayed
on board to
forever,
support long duration
despite how costly
patrols.
it is.
It has
Like
plenty of
the,
armament to defend
shark
itself
livery.
and attack aggressors, and hangars on board for a wide range of ships. There are
I mean,
multiple
floating
versions of the
fortress.
Idris, the most popular being the Idris-P, the P standing for Peacekeeper. This is the civilianized version of the Idris. It trades some of the prior military assets for increased cargo storage. At its core, it is essentially a flying hangar with all the crew facilities around that.
What it's very good at, though, is killing things.
It
That works with
starts
Polaris.
with a front upper manned turret, which is size 5. This is swappable, which we'll talk about in a bit. Then there are 7 additional size 5 turrets spread across the top and bottom of the ship.
These are perfect for dealing with mid-sized targets and give you
for that thing has to
fantastic
be
coverage across the whole
insane.
ship from all the different
And
angles they
hard.
could approach you from.
Whilst they are lasers by default,
Oh, okay.
you can swap them to a wide variety of other weapons in the game.
But that's not all the firepower that the ship has to offer. It also
So
has
the lasers,
4
that's not
remote
bad.
turrets, which are size 4, which are a little bit better at dealing with more agile fighters.
So at this point in the game, you are looking at having a minimum of 12 people on an Idris-P to fully crew just the weapons.
So make sure you've got plenty of friends to tag along.
Obviously, flying a ship this big with this much armament makes yourself a big target, and for that reason, the Idris comes with 11 point defense system hardpoints. These are the exact same point defense system weapons that you've seen on ships like the Polaris and 890 Jump. For those of you lucky enough to have an Idris-M, it comes with a number of key differences that improve the Idris-P. Primarily, it comes with a size 10 railgun, default equipped on the nose.
Now,
Yeah.
anyone that's taken part in any of the Idris missions and been unlucky enough to fly past it just as that shot goes off, you all know how devastating that can be when it hits.
The upper front turret is upgunned to a size 7 turret. The cargo room is replaced by the missile launcher, and it has increased armor over the base Idris-P. But it does lose the lower rear man turret for all these other changes, so it's not perfect.
Trade-off.
For those Idris-P owners who want a bit more bite to their Idris and missed out on getting an Idris-M, we do offer 2 ways to sort of improve your Idris-P. The Idris-K kit and the Idris-T kit.
This is a kit. It's not a whole Idris,
They are simply Idris-Ms or Ps with additional items swapped out in their loadout.
it's parts. I can't. The amount of times
Because it often gets confused, and it has been over the years.
that I've had to remind people there isn't an Idris K,
There is no such thing as an Idris-T variant.
it's an aftermarket kit. Anyway,
The Idris K kit comes with a bunch of new items that can be applied to the Idris. Primarily, there is the size 10 laser beam that goes in place of the railgun.
the beam is one of the first real beam weapons that we've added to the kit. Obviously, you've got the mining laser, but this is an actual weaponized version of it. And if anything gets in its way, it's gonna quickly wish that it hadn't. The next item in the kit is a size 7 manned missile turret, which replaces the front turret of the Idris.
It also comes with 5 additional PDS weapon systems to help fill the additional slots on the P, and a cool black and red paint. The new Idris-T kit is a companion to the K kit, and it sort of takes your Idris in a less weapon focus and putting it into more of a torpedo and ordnance focus.
Okay.
So the first thing is a new nose-mounted weapon. A set of size 12 torpedoes, a total of 20 of them, that fire out of 4 fire ports. Now obviously, that's a lot of torpedoes. And for anyone that watched one of our more recent Citizen Cons, here's a message back for Elwyn. F*** the Polaris.
The views and opinions of Mark Gibson do not represent those of Clan Imperium Games, Roberts Space Industries, or its subsidiaries. They do represent Jared Huckabee's, though.
Boom.
The top turret is an alternate size 7 bespoke ballistic cannon turret.
Which is going to add some serious firepower.
The last piece is 5 additional PDS systems. These ones fire missiles rather than energy weapons.
In addition to that, this also comes with another unique skin you've never seen before.
If you look at the layout of the ship, including the exterior from the top down, there is no space conserved. It's packed. One of the most impressive spaces on the Idris is the main hangar. This is the center of operations. It's where you come and go, where you land your ship.
You've got everything that you need, plenty of space.
You can see space for offboarding cargo. It's got ramps for bringing in and out of equipment. The bridge is quite special.
I like the fact that it's almost a sort of glass house in space, full views all the way around.
You have this sense of importance, like you're commanding the vessel. The corridors, they're like the connective tissue of the ship. They're bold, they have a really distinct profile to them. You've got these
I will give it
white,
that.
clean floors that you could imagine some janitor kind of polishing up constantly. It really feels believable.
I mean, when I was walking around it, it did have
The
a
mess hall
really
is quite
clean look.
municipal, quite utilitarian. It's not the most extravagant space. I just like how tangible it is. The bunks have a very strong nautical, almost submariner type feel to them. Another space I really enjoy is the engine room. It feels like a nuclear reactor. The theme with the ship is everything is functional and military. You get the impression that everything was designed for a purpose and space was at a premium.
The Idris has been a ship people have been waiting for ages, and it means something different to everyone, and how everyone's going to use it is really down to them.
So what's the deal here? I thought we weren't going to release this until Squadron came out.
As Squadron has developed, and the Idris has been in the PU in various guises for quite some time now, it's been quite clear internally that the 2 versions are very different things now. And it's not going to be a spoiler for Squadron. Now, even after this ship releases, it's still going to evolve further.
We've still got lots in the pipe that we want to bring to the ship for Squadron, and hopefully it will trickle through to you guys in the PU as and when we're ready to release it.
So now we're really excited to release the Idris to the PU, and it's going to make lots of people super happy that it is finally here in the game.
We couldn't do it without the teams across the board. Artists, VFX artists, lighting artists, physics, code, narrative. There's so many departments and people involved in bringing such a beast
I mean,
to
that is
life.
going to be a sight to see in the
it's a big
skies
undertaking,
of a
so
planet,
congrats.
or if you're on a moon. Jesus, going through the wormhole. That must be a beast to fly through there. Um, okay. Uh, like I said, so straightforward. Uh, just giving us more info on the Idris-P, and like I said, there's still to be a lot of differences for the M when it comes out with Squadron, whatever millennia that comes out. Um, yeah, I mean, for all y'all that have the money for that ship, um, enjoy it, and please don't just randomly terrorize players. I mean, again, use it for its intended purposes, if you will. Yeah, again, go to Pyro, beat down some pirates, but please be kind to your fellow Star Citizen, fellow Star Citizens in general, and don't just take out anybody who comes across your path. But anyways, that is my reaction to Star Citizen Behind the Ships, the Aegis Idris-P. As always, feel free to share, subscribe. Hopefully, give me a like if you like my content. If you have subscribed, thank you very much, much appreciated. Hit the notification button so you know when I drop something new. And as always, feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think if you've watched the entire thing with me, because I'm not sure if I really saw many places to cut this thing for the behind the ships of the Idris. Um, and thanks for watching. Peace.